harm anyone.
Yeah.
But we've been doing this podcast thing
for about a year now.
We've been doing this podcast thing for about a year.
Yep.
Whoa!
I think it's a
Am I
year
right?
in March.
Am I right? Waka waka.
Here, I'll tell you when the first episode went up because I
first episode went up. Yeah, it took us a minute to get there, because we were definitely learning how to
I still think that R. Kelly episode should have gone up.
Well, that's Josh. We're doing. I think we're doing a hot takes to 2019 episode today. We're just gonna. This is gonna be the hottest of our hot takes episodes, where it's just hot takes. We've done no research for this episode. We've all been working. We've all been bogged down with the holidays.
I'm getting very excited.
Nicole, that's been your
we don't even do an intro anymore. This guy just hits record.
Your DMs. No, we're just.
Hey, that's something we still didn't figure out last year.
I'm just getting sound for the room.
Hot takes of this year.
Hot takes, just nothing but hot takes.
We can go through nothing, just nothing but hot takes.
No intro.
Hot keys.
No
hot
intro.
takes on
hot
takes on trends.
Hot topics.
Except not hot topics.
All things I have
not hot
topics,
I have
but
no
not
knowledge
hot topics.
Just hot topic.
What about hot pockets?
Hot takes on hot pockets.
Hot takes, hot pockets, hot takes.
All right, I quit the podcast.
The episode for this show that I had is Hot Takes Podcast Anniversary Time 2019.
Hot pockets and topics.
Blowout Extravaganza Hero.
Hero.
It needed another.
I don't know. That doesn't really make sense.
Just trying to fit a pentameter. No, I was just started kind of like going down with like a list of things that made me think about 2019, things that I found in 2019, or things that found us in 2019, and how shitty of a year it was for I think all involved.
Oh,
no one came out of it like, oh, I wish it was longer.
Nope, worst year of my life.
No one begged for an extra month or two of 2019.
No, not at all.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with that. 2019 smacked everybody in the face really hard, and you know what? We all just took it.
Just take it.
You know that meme of the girl and there's that, it's like the dom in the back and he's pulling her hair taut and like holding her face in front of
this.
Yeah, what the hell kind of memes are you looking at?
In front of the milk? No, yeah. In front of a bowl of milk, and he's like holding her face there.
I keep my network clear of all that kind of stuff.
No, you guys are lying. Both of you lying.
Wait,
you
what's
guys
under my
have sent
incognito tab has nothing to fucking do with you, all right, asshole?
Way more grosser things than especially you, queef
especially
cop.
me.
Yeah, you queef cop.
Oh, she's saying that because I sent.
He's literally sent us queef cop.
Yeah,
it tells me that I'm the most absurd meme finder.
So Queef Cop is a meme that somebody sent me of a VHS of a,
in a queef where cops are the future.
Yeah.
In a world where cops are the queef.
Where quops.
That's not it.
Quops.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
you can't pronounce cops that won't queef.
That'd be queef.
In the future, where cops queef.
In the future.
In a world.
Yeah, wait, say it.
Wait,
what was the message I sent you guys, like the voicemail last night?
Yes, that was great. I was playing...
in a world where real cops queef.
I was online playing my Call of Duty, and that got pumped through my mic.
Queef Cop,
and people laughed that were in my party.
Oh, you actually bumped it through your mic?
I bumped it through. It made it all the way.
That's step one in my dream job of being the menacing announcer on all movies that come out.
All right. Maybe some introductions are in order for this the first episode of 2020 of Absurd and Report. Welcome to the show. I'm Derek.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Nicole.
And she's very excited to be here.
In 2020.
Because it's 2020.
The episode of the future. Today.
New year, new me, bitches.
So, guys.
Didn't we actually have a reggae foghorn at one point instead of you just making a fucking stupid
noise?
I
got it. We use
We don't need it. We don't need it out.
No, don't worry. You called us out. Now we're going to get it. If that's what you get.
Fucking bust. All right, Jesus Christ.
You forgot what it sounded like.
Busting out rudimentary sound effects over here.
All
right, let's get back on track.
We finally did it right, you guys. After that whole year, 2020, we did it right. Good looks already.
The reggae foghorn?
No, not the reggae foghorn. Our introduction.
The reggae foghorn was gold, Josh.
Yeah. Okay.
What else has happened this year? I guess the most notable thing is that I'm Josh's boss now.
Oh, you just want to bring that up, right? Fucking slave driver.
I guess it depends on how you mean, because, I could be a boss anytime I wanted to.
No, I work at the same place he does.
And I am in charge, which makes me Josh's boss. Hot take on that, Josh.
No, hot take. I've worked there for 2 weeks.
Be careful what you say.
Yeah, don't get fired.
It will be...
don't shit what you eat, bro.
Take
show it directly to the...
it will go into your review. And you will be terminated.
Yeah, you have a file cabinet I don't know of in the downstairs area.
No, it's the most disorganized business. Yeah, so Josh, I own Josh now. So
okay.
that's new and fun. He has to do what I say.
Slave wages.
But I think we run a pretty chill.
Tight ship?
No, not it's a tight ship. But it's like, listen, the job itself is hard enough. I try not to. I don't ask anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do or haven't done. I don't like.
Fortunately, he does gross and weird things all the time at work.
And I say that with just drool coming out of my mouth and a twinkle in my eye.
Yeah.
A New Year's twinkle.
What are you, baby New Year? Please.
Yeah.
One thing that we did have in 2019 that we didn't really get to discuss, or we did, but it didn't make it to the podcast stage, was Robert James Kelly. Am I saying that right? R. Kelly is his full name.
Yeah, that's his real name.
Should we start using his real name now? Because,
let's call him RJ. Let's call him...
I bet he doesn't like that.
Nah, who cares? He's in jail. It doesn't matter.
Now,
you know what I like about 2019 is that I'm richer than R. Kelly. That's what I like about it.
And you can read more.
Yeah, I can read more than... Yep. A guy that was famous for 2.5 decades, I can read better than him, and I'm richer than him.
What's
now.
the thing? It's like the thing with Michael Jackson is just, I forget what comedian said it, but it's like, no one calls you a crackhead for 20 years if you're not smoking crack. That's
so yeah, that was something that we did in 2019 was throw the book at R. Kelly.
I hope a documentary comes out called "Throw the Book."
Throw in the book.
Why didn't this happen sooner?
Oh, I think
we all knew he was peeing on little girls for years.
We had a whole R. Kelly episode that Derek was too much of a highfalutin son of a bitch to let us.
Yeah, listen, you audiophile fanatic. Upload the R. Kelly episode. Nobody cares if it sounds bad. Bill Burr's shit sounds bad every day.
Oh, Bill Burr yells into a fucking cell phone in his car.
It's like really bottom of the barrel as far as
he seems to be doing all right.
Audio quality. Yeah, but he's like an established celebrity.
What are you saying? Bill Burr is better than me? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
Is in terms of like
space dunks, dude.
In terms of Instagram followers, I'd say Bill Burr is better than all of us.
Well, nonetheless, we have a lot. That'll be our lost episode. There's a lot of people banging animal people in this.
You know, Josh.
This would be a common theme.
It's hard to buy a comic these days without a little...
without someone banging a goat person.
Anthropomorphobestiality.
In 2019, we also said goodbye to Harvey Epstein.
He's alive.
Would you say he's alive? Epstein
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There we go. Whatever.
You were Harvey
Epstein.
They both suck. We're both saying goodbye to both of them.
Good old Harvey Epstein.
I'm just going to merge them into the two.
One guy.
And they're one big evil bad douche.
They're like a Voltron of molestation is what you're saying.
Voltron of molestation.
Yeah, not leaving a great legacy for the Steins.
A megazord, if you will.
Okay, well, let's do a little hot take on Epstein. You think he killed himself? No, I don't think he killed himself.
I think he was going to kill himself.
Yeah.
And they just kind of moved it along.
I don't think he was gonna.
I think eventually he would have.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, because, I mean, let's face it, a staggering amount of evidence against this guy.
But
he wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, he had the money to fight it. He had the money to drag it out.
But
it was something that wouldn't have gone to try, you know, look at the Harvey Weinstein thing. He's going to trial today.
No, here's the thing.
He got accused of 2 other things today.
Today?
Yeah, today.
But hold on, here's the thing. It was never about Epstein. It's covering up a bigger issue. That's why it's so problematic. Because it wasn't his name that was just going to go down if they found out about this. It was literally everybody else.
Yeah, there's a lot of people you see on everyday news.
We're talking like presidents,
politicians,
media,
diddling kids.
And I mean...
anybody who's probably a billionaire.
All of that is a shock to us, 0%.
Yeah.
0%. Like, this goes back to like that.
You know how Hollywood rolls. You know what I mean? This
goes back to that post I made. Are there secret things going on that Hollywood elitists are doing that we don't really know about?
For sure. I mean, Corey Feldman, dust off that old name drop right there. Sorry.
Name drop. He did that.
The Feld Dog
thing about angels a few years ago.
He did say a number of years ago that Hollywood was involved, or the higher ups in Hollywood were involved in a real nasty sex slave kind of I don't want to say ring, because it's already like, you know, a closed group of people, a secret society more or less of like,
that's a ring though, right?
A ring, sure.
That I'm not surprised of, because multiple other celebrities have came forward and then confirmed this, and you have people like Ashton Kutcher who are going and taking these people down, but not so much Hollywood elitist. But Justin Bieber came forward and said that was a thing.
Yeah, you want this role? Well, I want something else from you first, and I can see that just across this broad spectrum with, you know, in every avenue of quote unquote show business. I'm sure there's, you know, it's putting people who don't necessarily deserve positions of power in that role.
Yeah,
you know. You know, nothing really surprises me anymore when it comes to that shit.
That's not a shocker.
It's not a shocker. It's terrible.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, guy with the motorcycle outside.
So we are in podcasting weather, but it's not ideal in this neighborhood. Maybe we'll change locations.
Would you call it podcasting weather?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Just
climate, environment.
Out, no one's outside making noise.
If this was 7:00 in July, you best believe there'd be fireworks, screaming kids, barking dogs, people arguing, cars, more motorcycles.
I'm here for it, honestly.
Just outside this window during the summertime, I heard a maybe 12-minute rendition remix of Baby Shark at full volume.
Like hell on earth.
Windows and doors open. The guy had a system, and just that. Yes.
Wait, out of his system?
Out of his system. People are dancing in the street out here. Yes.
Mommy shark.
Alright, stop. Just stop. No.
I'm Macarenaing right now.
And the final move of Macarena is Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh, yeah, he didn't kill himself.
I think what was more...
But did the Clintons do it? Dun, dun, dun. We don't know yet.
More like, what do you call it, influential thing to come out of that is all the memes. All the creative ways for people to reveal that one sentence. What was the most creative Epstein didn't kill himself meme that you saw?
The word search, where on the like diagonally across the word search, it said Epstein didn't kill himself.
Okay, that's good. Josh?
I can't really remember any of them. Honestly, I thought they were irritating memes, so I didn't really...
I saw one, there was a guy spent like 6 months developing like a quote-unquote laser gun that was like an infrared gun that way like could pop balloons from like 10 feet away, and he did a whole thing where he was popping balloons, balloon, pop, and then behind the balloons was Epstein didn't kill himself. So I thought that one was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
a lot of time spent.
Meme culture is getting wild.
Then Epstein killing himself was immediately overshadowed by Baby Yoda.
Hey, I watched The Mandalorian.
Baby Yoda.
Watched The Mandalorian.
I hate him.
Did you?
Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I loved it.
It's great.
It's great. Baby Yoda.
I just want to kick
Listen,
Baby Yoda.
I know you want to punt Baby Yoda, but I no longer want to. I get it now.
I think Baby Yoda wasn't what 2019 expected, but it's what 2019
needed. Yeah, you know what? More wholesome.
God, I hate both of you.
Me and Derek are actually just gonna go sing Kumbaya in the room next door. You can join us if you want.
I'll just swear. I'll just swear into the microphone while you guys are gone.
Perfect.
It's like that video of the World of Warcraft's kid who got his account canceled. You remember that? And then he shoved that remote up his butt?
No, I
I
don't
don't
remember
know
that.
about that, but I do know he killed himself.
No, he did not kill himself.
Someone else did. Maybe that was a while
But he
back.
No,
shoved
that was
a remote
like,
up
this
his
was,
butt?
I'm
What the hell are
pretty...
we talking about right now?
Oh my god. You guys have to have seen this one. He's like a kid. He's like gotta be 15 years old, and his mom cancels his Worldcraft account, and he goes into a fit of rage. He starts screaming around. He's like flailing like a tube man.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he picks up the remote and doesn't actually shove it up his ass, but in a fit of anger, he like takes the remote, puts it to his asshole, and screams.
Well, that one snuck by me and Josh.
Yeah, that snuck by me.
It
That's
did
usually
not
what I do
sneak
when
by
I'm angry.
me.
though.
I must have watched that video 100 times.
That's what I do when I'm mad. I scream like a chimp and try to shove the remote up my ass.
He had like shorts on, but still, he put the remote to his
I mean,
asshole.
he's really fucking up. I mean, he even has like a closer hole in his pants to shove the remote up. So
Yeah, you're right. He should
you
take.
gotta live the dream, kid.
He should take instruction from the Marster.
Is that my nickname now?
The Marster.
The Marster.
Yeah, never call me that again.
Drinking coffee. Reading comics. What else happened in 2019? The vape ban. That's some horse shit right there.
In Rhode Island,
Oh,
Massachusetts,
it's country- it's
and...
country.
They banned
Countrywide, pretty
vaping
sure.
and saying the word bitch in Massachusetts.
No, they did not actually ban.
That
saying
didn't
the
actually
word
happen?
bitch. No.
I was like, you're never gonna get away with that. Everybody says son of a
No,
bitch.
I say the
So-
word bitch, like, on average, daily, probably 100 times.
That'd be like outlawing wicked cold.
Yeah.
In Massachusetts.
You guys ready to vape, bitch?
You can't say wicked cold anymore, and you can't say bitch.
If you
Can't say
couldn't say
donkeys.
wicked, everybody in Boston would instantly just kill over and die.
Yeah, they'd implode.
Spontaneously combust.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of dirty mouthed sailors.
All right, so we got R. Kelly, we got Epstein, we got Baby Yoda.
what a fucking list.
What a year!
You got
ladies
two
and gentlemen.
perverts and a mythical space creature.
What else? 2019, I think we had.
Oh, they're finally trying to impeach Trump. Oh,
Well,
no, I'm
they-
sorry, it
they
didn't
did-
happen.
They
Didn't happen.
They
no.
did done that. They done that already.
No, but it didn't pass though yet. It hasn't. It's not.
He's
all done.
impeached.
He's impeached by the House of Representatives, which basically means nothing.
He has to go to
That's what I'm
Senate
saying,
here.
it's gonna
So
go
to
Senate.
It's like it's like imagine like a court case where the jury just decides he's guilty, but the trial hasn't started
Yeah,
yet.
they
Okay,
That's
but
kind of like the
we
legal
started the
equivalent.
process in 2019. That was a step. However, it's not really going to matter.
His,
It doesn't-
his presidency only goes until another
Exactly.
fucking, like,
Doesn't
9
matter.
months, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And guess what? What are we going to have? The other idiot boy too? Pence?
Is he like not allowed? Is he allowed to run again if he's impeached?
No.
That's what I thought. So he can't run again anyway, and he's only got 10 months left. Everyone's like, "We're gonna kick his ass out of there," and I'm like, "Okay, A, you're
Kick his
not.
ass.
And B, if you do, it's not gonna make it any better because then you got the next asshole who's his vice president that gets to hop on.
Yeah,
So you might as well just run out the fucking clock and get
but
whatever
it's
next
like-
dickhead's gonna go in
it's
there.
like we're at the point where I'm like just wishing for this person to take over, who's way on the other side of like the spectrum of picking the lesser of two evils. Like
Yeah.
he's evil.
Yeah.
They're both evil. They're out of touch, racist, misogynistic, homophobic. And that's just like the superlatives that can come off the top of my head. They're way more dastardly and devious than that. But it's just like after all that, Pence is looking kind of good. I finally found a football club to support, or they
Okay.
found me. That's
They
how they
found you.
Yes, that you don't pick the club. The club picks you, and so I have become a member of the Everton Supporters FC Club. FC. Everton is in Liverpool, and they're one of the oldest teams in the Premier League, and they've had the most appearances, I think, out of any team. So fascinating stuff, I know, guys.
I was gonna say, I literally have no idea what the fuck you're
I went
talking
to my
about at all.
first-
It's soccer.
Yeah.
Josh. I like soccer, and that's what comes
Yeah.
with it. You know what I mean?
I just heard
when
like
you...
the slide whistle noise, and my brain like phased out of my skull.
Scene missing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
Homer
scene
dancing
missing.
around the maypole.
Yeah, there was just like a donkey with like
Maypole.
there was just like a
Love
donkey
that.
with flies going around its ass in my brain.
I
Just,
went and saw my first hockey game.
Some triangle kush. Yeah. First hockey game.
First hockey game with my mom.
Who played? Oh, your mom played?
It was a Bruins game.
Oh.
No, my
Your
mom
played.
Your mom's on the Bruins?
Listen, my mom's 7 foot tall. She could kick any man's ass.
Her mom versus the Bruins.
Just her mom.
My mom, yeah, but you know what? My mom will
Bruins.
take the Bruins.
Yeah.
That she probably could.
Never.
I mean, fight them.
Oh.
Yeah, fight them.
You say your mom's 7 feet tall?
My mom's like 6'3".
Really?
Yeah, she's tall. If you put her on skates, she'd be like, what, 6'6"?
Yeah, her and Chara be nose to nose. Zdeno Chara's like 7 feet tall, 7'1" with his skates on. And Josh, he's the captain of the Bruins. Just so you know.
Oh, that tastes nice.
Yeah. 2019. Let's see. Derek started a little work on some sleight of hand, some dare I say magic, close up magic,
quote unquote magic,
in quotes for sure. What else do we have?
The movies that came out in 2019.
Yeah, let's do some. We can do some
Let's see
movie.
it.
Some
Let's
movie.
see
Well,
it.
Quentin Tarantino accepted Film Award of the Year for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That footage is that the footage where they're like zoomed into their faces for way too long at the awards ceremony?
I don't know.
Maybe?
But I saw Ricky Gervais just tear a hole through
Was
the
this
room.
the one in Palm Springs?
This is.
I think so. Tarantino won some award for that movie, and they gave him like a standing ovation, and the ovation went on for like 5 fucking minutes for no reason.
Wow.
And the cameraman like went to each person who was in the movie's face one by one and like lingered on their face for like a solid 30 seconds from like maybe 4 inches
That'd be
away.
Too long.
Yeah,
Too
it
long
was
and too
way. It
close.
was
You
weird.
know what that
It was
reminds
really
me
weird.
of?
Too close and too
When
long.
I was graduating high school and they had the camera on the class.
Mm.
The camera on they had the camera on the speakers, but I was immediately in the back, and there's just this one frame of me picking my nose.
You know you're gonna be on camera. Yeah, you couldn't help. You couldn't fight the
No.
urge. To
Listen.
pick
You should
your
have just
nose in
shot a
public.
snot
This
rocket
thing
instead.
had to go because I was like sniffling, and it had to go.
It's a troublemaker. You had a troublemaker.
I did have a troublemaker. My mom was like, "Girl, you were on TV and you picked your nose."
That's not what your. That's not your.
There's
mom
no way that's
impression.
what your mom sounds like.
You've done your mother's impression on the show, and that's not how
You just like
I know and
impersonated
love
your
mother.
mom.
Yes.
It's like impersonating your mom as Monique or something like that. That's not what your fucking mom sounds like.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
it's
on. To
Way
be
more
fair,
heavier cramped.
to be fair, my mom does say "girl" all the time.
we're all.
To be fair, she does. However, maybe a little less Monique would have been. So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Which was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I saw it 3 times.
I haven't seen it at all.
Josh, you're missing out.
Yeah.
I don't want no spoilers for you then, but that was one of my. I think that's going to be easily one of my top. It's going to be in my top movie list.
Top Tarantino movie list or top movie list? Because here's my thing.
Okay, should we go through a top Tarantino list right now? We
I
have
gotta-
never done this on the
Oh,
podcast.
we got a hot take for you
We
guys.
That's a
gotta-
whole other episode. That's a whole other episode.
Well, considering we're at the end of our list of speaking topics for
I'm
this
not
episode.
at the end of my list yet. So my favorite part of 2019 was the spike in Mothman sightings. My boy Mothman's coming back hard.
Which is something that we definitely wanted to talk about, or I wanted to discuss in this episode, is that there's some Mothman sightings resurfaced. He's listened to this podcast
hold on.
and been like, you know what? They're hurting for some content.
Yeah.
I'm a peek up.
Well,
I'm gonna say what's up.
It's been going on the whole year. We didn't really cover that in our episode.
I gotta
know?
tell you guys.
No, but we got.
Did we mention that in our episode?
We did a
really?
little Mothman action.
We have not mentioned a spike and increase in Mothman sightings. However, I do have to tell you, I recently had a dream about the Mothman.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Well, he is a wacky character, the Mothman.
I gotta tell you.
That's my presidential candidate for 2020 is the Mothman,
is
by the way.
a grayish
Yeah.
blob
Yeah.
that no one's
Yep.
seen up
Who
close.
speaks through telepathy.
I have a
Right.
feeling
That's
Mothman
what I
is
want.
just
2020.
a little misunderstood. Okay?
Yeah. Well, so I guess someone reported some incident in that same area in Illinois where people keep seeing him.
I thought it was O'Hare. It was at the fucking airport dog.
I don't know. They said it's been all around Chicago, basically.
Just Chicago?
No, it's like surrounding areas too, but people have been seeing it all over the place for the last year or so, and then there's been a bunch of other reports of it going all the way back 20 years.
Do people ever talk about Mothman on MUFON?
Yeah, a lot actually. If you go on there, also the guy that there was a Vice article about this topic we're talking about right now. It was last year. And that guy Lon Strickler that they like interviewed in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember we were all sitting here and I found him on Facebook and he answered me. So I have.
That was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it was instant. It was like
podcasting in real time.
But meanwhile, Lon Strickler.
We need to talk to Lon Strickler.
Well, I'm gonna call out Lon Strickler right now because I asked that son of a bitch to get interviewed for this podcast like a year ago. Motherfucker goes radio silence on me. No other response.
Maybe he had a unfortunate run-in with the Mothman he was tracking.
No, we're friends on Facebook. I see all his updates.
But
he updates Bigfoot sightings and fucking Mothman sightings.
Doesn't mean he's not being puppeted by the Mothman. I'm
sorry. Do you really think he's seeing Bigfoot and Mothman
he's not seeing any
at
of
the
that
same
shit.
time?
Basically, he takes reports and he runs like a big site about it, but there's never anything to like corroborate. I'm calling you out, Lon. There's never anything to corroborate shit on your entire fucking website.
You can't be lucky enough to see a Mothman and a Bigfoot.
I didn't say he saw
I know,
either.
but I'm just saying.
It's not like people are sending him fucking reports in of the Bigfoot hanging out with the Mothman.
It's just my mom, you guys.
Yeah. You just called your mom a Bigfoot on the show.
I call her Bigfoot in real life. It's just not surprising.
But Lon did send me his Google map of all the sightings in chronological order that he updates all the time, which I can even pull up right now, I think, unless he kicked me off of it, in which case we're gonna fucking tangle them.
We're gonna tango Lon Strickler and Josh,
you son of a bitch. But yeah, Lon, come on the show. I don't know what your problem is. You're breaking my balls into a million pieces. It's basically
balls here, Lon.
Yep.
Just send him a message that says, "You're breaking my balls into a million pieces."
I'll just send him this goddamn episode when it comes out and get him on the show. The dude who made the Bridgewater Triangle movie to come on here.
Can we do them both at the same time?
Well,
we can do a 2019 review of our podcasts. We're doing a callback episodes where we're doing like what is it called? A clip show.
Yeah.
This is where we can
do a clip show.
2019 clip show.
We only have 12 episodes. How can you do a clip show?
A best of. We could do a best of. Where we just...
The top 12 best of moments of the first 12
They're all
episodes.
just you guys
that nobody asked
me.
for.
No, what it's going to be is going to be me
redoing...
No, it's going to be me redoing all of my favorite jokes that I told on the show that I didn't think you guys laughed hard enough at. And telling them over and over and over again until I get the reaction that I want. Stay tuned.
LMPO.
Stay tuned for that, guys.
LMPO.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff.
Laughing my pants off.
Have you seen Dan Ziggy? Have you ever seen this? You know about this? You hear about this?
No.
You know Ziggy, the understated cartoon?
Is it an understated cartoon?
Yeah.
I have not heard of this at all.
You know what the fuck Ziggy is?
Ziggy.
Nope.
Well, someone did...
This kid's never cracked a newspaper in her entire life.
Someone online did a Danzig-based Ziggy cartoon.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm looking it up.
And it's hilarious.
I refuse to believe you don't know what the
fuck
Ziggy
is. That's what I'm saying.
Is.
That's what...
It's pretty good.
Well, let me get there. Thank you.
Bullshit.
Okay, listen. Listen, Scrooge McAsshole.
What, you never read the Sunday Funnies before? Huh?
This is basically like
I'm a big
Charlie Brown before Charlie Brown.
That's Ziggy, dog.
It's Ziggy, man.
This looks like a blob of Charlie Brown.
You know, he kind of does look like Charlie Brown a little bit. I was going to deny it, but Ziggy also kind of looks like a blobfish. Which
is that
I
like why they never show like the adults' faces because they've just grown into grotesque Cronenberg type creatures?
Like what kind of nose is that?
Oh God, he's hideous. Ziggy doesn't wear pants either, by the way.
He doesn't wear pants. He's wearing a yellow shirt.
Man, Ziggy's
fucking weird, man.
Ziggy's a lot more disturbing than I remembered him being.
And so that was one of the Ziggies I saw. It was him walking into a pants store, holding up a pair of pants and saying, "Repair my fly."
Side note, that song fucks, right? But the lyrics are like lyrically trash.
Return of the Fly?
Yeah. He's literally just stating the movie.
All
with
Misfits lyrics
Vincent
are
Price.
trash.
Angela. Like, come on, like.
Agreed.
Cecilia.
I don't really find
Cecilia.
So you want to talk? Okay, you want to talk 2019 hot takes?
Hold on, we're in the middle of critiquing 30-year-old Misfits lyrics here.
Yeah, well, this is about the Misfits.
Okay, hit me.
So the Misfits did their reunion shows.
Correct.
Their biggest shows ever in 2019. And my hot take of 2019 is fuck the Misfits.
You know what?
They're a shitty band.
In my life,
they're a fucking shitty band who just did that for money. And I watched the live video, and you guys fucking suck. You guys are fucking terrible at playing live. And I don't care who gets mad about that.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I have to agree with Josh.
These are some
hot
takes. Woo!
I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. I avidly love the Misfits.
Same. I like the Misfits a lot.
I grew up with the Misfits.
This is a room full of Misfits appreciators.
But seeing Misfits,
but fuck the Misfits.
Yeah, seeing Misfits do a
they're
cash
not
grab.
punk rock.
No, they're horror punk.
They're anti-punk.
Playing Madison Square Garden is not that punk, in my opinion.
And charging people $400 for a ticket, that's not fucking punk either.
How much was it? Was it for like a ticket to get into the show was what?
It was like $2 and change for like a bad seat.
Yeah, that's like a festival weekend ticket.
But
right?
VIP tickets?
It's like $400 to $1,000 for like good seats to VIP seats.
Well, that's just pandering to the
rich middle class,
Gen X. You know what I mean? Like the aging Gen Xers who now have jobs. There
was a lot of old white rockabilly guys.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of slick back pompadours and flaming bowling shirts.
I don't know. Like I don't even see
flaming bowling shirts.
With
I love
fucking
that.
Dice on them.
Fucking
paying $200 and sitting in a seat and paying $12 for a beer. To
First
see
off, sitting at a seat in a Misfit show that's
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
You know?
And I've gone to see like aging like rock and roll bands that have seats, and it's just like counter. It's like counter. I don't know, man. It's
sit at a punk show.
Yeah,
what do you want me to hand out hugs too?
I sat front row at a Dream Theater show. That was.
Yeah, what else?
Pretty warranted.
But that's Dream Theater.
Front row. I left halfway through because it was like, I get it.
You know,
you're good.
And I've seen the Misfits when they had like Michael Graves as a singer, like 20 years ago.
I love Michael Graves.
20 years ago, I saw him on both those tours.
He's a sweet boy.
And you almost get in a fight with Michael Graves?
No, that wasn't me. I've worked for Michael Graves. He was nice to me.
I've talked to him.
It's kind of annoying with his like Republican shit, but he doesn't do that when he talks.
Was it Jello? Did you ever meet Jello?
No, I never met Jello. I've seen him live before. Mm-hmm.
All the good ones are Republican.
Yeah, Michael Graves is definitely a Republican.
I mean, they're not good ones. I take that back. All the people you thought you liked can be Republicans, and that sucks.
Republican aside, he was nice enough when I worked for him.
Suck a fart out of his ass.
Yeah. No, he does have his own action figures and stuff too. So
but those were like before he was even president.
Yeah, because my friend had the pull string one, and I remember we did a stop motion animation with it when we were like 19 years old.
Now, are we thinking there's got to be a WWE Donald Trump action figure?
This wasn't a WWE
because he did a run.
Yeah, he was definitely like involved with WWE, but this was just like a giant like doll of him. It wasn't like an action figure.
Nicole, do you recall Donald Trump's walk-in performances on the WWE?
He got the stunner from Stone Cold.
He sure did.
Yep.
I'm happy I've never seen that.
It's actually pretty sick to see Stone Cold kick his ass.
You guys, I feel
like we should watch it right now, in fact.
At work, I was talking about how when I was a kid, I had both action figures and Barbies and Bratz dolls.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin dated one of my Bratz dolls. No, I'm sorry. Dated one of my Spice Girl dolls. Baby Spice and Stone Cold Steve Austin got married.
Wait, that happened in real life. You don't remember that?
No, that happened in my...
You committed voodoo and fucking that actually happened.
5-year-old little girl mind. Yeah. I was like, yo, Steve.
Okay, so yeah, the setup is that Steve Austin just shaved Vince McMahon's head.
Yep.
I forget what...
Yeah, he shaves him in front of everyone. Shaves his head.
Shaves his head.
And then this ensues right here.
And him and Trump were supposedly working together.
Yeah.
But if you know anything about Stone Cold Steve Austin, you don't work with anybody.
Yeah.
In the end, it comes down to one man, and that's the rattlesnake.
But I mean, even in this footage, how old is Donald Trump in this footage? He has to be like
60s.
60, right? Early 60s, probably. This is like 16, 17 years ago.
This is a minute ago, for sure.
Yeah, does this have a year on the
Is
video?
he almost 80?
Oh, there we go. Bang!
He didn't take it. He didn't even go down to his knees.
Yeah.
He just kind of bent over a little bit. But God bless Stone Cold Steve Austin.
My homie did
He's
this.
for the people now.
My homie did this Stone Cold Steve Austin thing with the beers on Christmas Eve. It was fucking awesome. Well, great video.
I love The Rock.
Yeah.
So I feel like when The Rock, Stone Cold did their run on WWF, it was WWF at the time. That was like dollar for dollar, minute for minute, some of the most entertaining television you could watch.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
At that time. It's just like, Stone Cold versus McMahon. It's like, who doesn't want to stick it to their boss? Josh, don't answer that question.
I'm going in guns blazing on Thursday. I'm gonna scream in your face. I'm gonna be like,
I want to stick it to the man.
yeah, I'm gonna quit like in Half Baked, where I just throw something at everyone's face in there and just be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Josh and
I stick it to the fucking man.
Josh walked into work the other day, and I was on the other end of the kitchen, and he was walking in, and he starts like hacking up, making like dad noises, like, and I immediately stand up, and I'm now need to clear my throat and start making, and so we're both walking towards each other through the kitchen, and we go to reach out to shake each other's hands. We're both just like terribly, particularly old, visibly aging. Like as this is happening.
Stop it.
Surrounded by seemingly much younger and happier staff.
No. Stop.
People ask me or I ask some of the people who I work with them, how old are you? And they're like 23. I'm like, 23?
Yeah.
23. I'm like, good job. Like,
I'm definitely
while
far
you're
older.
walking around as like a sentient person at 23, which is kind of the opposite as to where I was. I didn't know where I was most of the time when I was 23.
I was wasted when I was 23. It barely worked.
I was just on a cloud. We'll just float, just whoop, 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 just
I think,
floating around.
Yeah, you know what? That was me.
Neither here nor there. Whatever. You're fired. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't
just
think I had a
like,
job.
You're
I think
fired.
most of the
Who
year that I was
I lost
23.
job after job after job to no consequence whatsoever to my personal life. Just
Same.
like
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I would just call in sick. Like, well, you don't work here anymore. I'm like, hey, crazy heady times those were.
Yeah, you know, when I was 23,
Was that like 4 years ago for you?
Okay, you know what? It was 4 years ago for me, but...
Boom!
Wow, what a cool story from back in the day, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Back in my day of 2016.
I wasn't trying to make it obvious. I was trying to be supportive.
We only had 3G.
You know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys, okay? Honestly. I'm allowed to be 23 and reminisce too, okay? When I was 23, I puked on a cop. That was fun, you know? I tried cocaine for the first time. That was the last time I ever did it.
Yeah.
First and last time. Wow.
I made a
Not the
redneck
same for
swimming
most
pool.
people. You zagged on them. Most people, the first time they do cocaine, there is no last time.
I was just like, I hate this. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a drug person, you guys. So, 23 was interesting. I got really loud. And
I got really loud.
I started causing a fucking ruckus.
Loud in like a fashion sense or volume.
Oh, both. Loud. Fashion. No, my fashion sense has always been loud, but it's progressively... I don't know. No, fuck that. Who cares? My fashion sense has always been cool. But
I don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but beep beep. Like,
what? I like my fashion sense, otherwise I wouldn't dress this way. You know? So, whatever. Yeah, toot my own horn. Beep beep. 23 was easily one of my most calm years. I also partied a lot. No, it wasn't cum. I partied.
I was gonna say those are totally in context.
It was pretty chill. I was taking acid every day.
I just remembered something. I actually just remembered something. I was so depressed when I was 23 that I partied every fucking day, and when I got sick, I continued to party.
Yeah.
And I damaged my vocal cords, like, permanently forever because I would not rest.
In the great karaoke wars of 2000.
Lots of screaming, partying, and smoking, like, boxes of cigarettes to my face.
Like at once? Just a whole box?
No, yeah. Whatever.
Like fucking Cool
It's
World.
my body, I do what I want.
Some fucking Looney Tunes shit.
Yeah, let's talk about Cool World.
How the fuck did we fly to that? Wow.
I'm Cool World.
It's like Dennis Quaid stuck on Mars, and he teams up with this Martian, and the thing has like a sucker mouth, and it makes this weird noise when it's like pissed off. That's what the noise sounded like.
I do recall maybe something of that.
Oh, God, it's disgusting.
So with that,
cut it out with your sucking butthole mouth over there.
On that note, we're gonna wrap up this episode, the first of 2020. Stay tuned to Absurd and Report. We've moved from Bandcamp to YouTube, which is where you'll find us now, and we'll be coming at you with more topics in the upcoming months, like Heaven's Gate. We're going to talk about Catholicism. We're going to talk about cannibalism. We're going to talk about cannibalism Catholicism.
What? We're gonna get some interviews on there too.
We'll check back in on that one.
So most of our shit is on YouTube now. I gotta put a couple more episodes up. SoundCloud, just so you know, don't expect new episodes on that because they want me to pay them now. So I'm not gonna pay them to put the new episodes on.
Hell no.
But yeah, YouTube, it'll all be on there instead.